What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Shout out to our new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Nothing for you guys, and none of this be possible. Shout out to my replay gang. Shout out to OT's gang. Shout out to my subscribe gang. Subscribe gang is shrinking by the day. Listen, y'all. Let's talk about it for a second. I gotta go to the grocery store, but before I go, wanted to drop a live real quick. Shout out to all of y'all that's hitting the like button, sharing the lives. Listen, we're growing and we're showing. Appreciate whoever's in here right now. Already hit the like button. That's great. Look, I want to talk about the fact that right now there's a lot of mental warplay going on. You know what I'm saying? These women that are used to pushing agendas, they're not able to push their agendas anymore. And I don't know whether they're bowing out or, you know, they're definitely not bowing out gracefully. But I don't know if they're bowing out and they're just kind of shading us on the way out. And I'm not quite sure. But I can definitely tell that by the verbiage I'm hearing, in the community, that these women definitely, they see a change and the polarity shift, and they don't like it. But they can see it, and they're acknowledging it, but they're acknowledging it and speaking about it in their own kind of weird way, right? You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, there's a few tactics going on out here right now, but understand something. There's a difference between broke and broken, right? You can be broke for a period of time in your journey due to any situation. People have their own interpretation of broke or whatever. So that's why you never listen to anyone. But normally, everybody knows that broke is just most people describe it as a moment in time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you'll notice, the ones that are always worried about somebody else's money are normally broke in people, okay? That are pocket watching and everything else. So there's a difference, okay? You can have money and be broke in, right? But you can be at complete peace and be abundant in faith and love and just be broke in a moment of time, right? A moment of time could be 6 months, could be a year, it could be like 2 months, it could be 3 weeks, who knows, right? It's just a moment of time, and depending on the kind of man that you are and the opportunities around you, that moment of time could be short, it could be long, who knows, man? Who knows? So you gotta understand something, man. It's just a little, shaky whenever people start talking about broke, and it's a difference, man. There's a difference. It's a huge difference between being broke and broke in. Okay? You know what I mean? So, that being said, I'm gonna round it on up to the broken women. What's going on, man? What's going on? It's another day, man. Another day. Yeah, I'm recording this live real quick. Yeah.
What's up with it, man? We get in, hey, the GOAT. Tap in with my boy. Follow my boy. That's real stuff.
A dude right here, man.
That's real stuff.
Hey, man, I'll swing by later.
I got a show tonight too. Live at Shakey's.
Oh, where at?
Live at Shakey's in Asheville.
Oh, okay. All right, don't forget, live at Shakey's in Asheville, man. You know what I'm saying? My guy over here, he raps and he sings. Hey, I'll make sure I put a link in the description, man.
Yes, sir.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Broken women will have money and have all the superficial things going on for them, but they'll be broken. They can't get along with any man. They'll look for different reasons to justify them not getting along with the man, but they can't get along with the man. They never have a man. They never have a man worth talking about. They never have a man. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to make sure you understand the difference. Who cares, you know what I'm saying, what they're talking about. And here's something else you got to understand too, guys. Y'all got to stop letting people know what kind of money you have going on through the stuff that you wear or whatever. That shouldn't matter to anybody that's worth anything. Anybody that's worried about what you're wearing and things of that nature and not, taking a look at your purpose and kind of like the way you're moving and look, those kind of people are the kind of people to look out for, period, anyway. Let me switch it up, man. I'm on the other side of the road. Bear with me. We're back. So, you have some woman out here talking about your pockets. First of all, she's not the kind of woman that you want to deal with, okay? Ooh, big ass bumblebee, man. Scared the crap out of me. Big ass thing, man, was right on top of the phone. Right on top of the phone. Came out of nowhere. Well, I came out of the bushes over there. But, yeah, man. Uh, you'll have broken women trying to use that. Honestly, most of the time, women that aren't broken, they don't even be like worried about your money. Like if you have yourself together, like what I'm saying, like women will worry about you if you look like a bum. But if you like take care of yourself and you're on the move, you're working all the time, you're getting things done, you know what I'm saying, you're sociable, you have friends, they don't normally really be worried. Real women. These scallywags and these females be checking for, your pockets because they want somebody to take care of them. That's all that they're worried about. Like, who's going to take care of me? Can this guy take care of me better than my last guy? Stuff like that, man. So you don't want to pay attention to those kind of women anyway. What you want to do, switching back over again. Just got through doing curls, man. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, those are the kind of women that you want to steer clear from anyway. Those are broken women anyway. Any woman that's worried about money and just money and not worried about potential or anything like that, it's just money, 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 how much money you making. First of all, you should never be letting anybody know, I'm going to say it again, how much money you have, especially a woman. You should never be letting them know that. The way for you to find a woman that's there for you is one that's not worried about your pockets. One that can tell that you take care of things, but not worried about your pockets. You got one that's worried about your pockets and looking for brand labels and stuff like that and certain kind of cars and things that they recognize. You know what I'm saying? This kind of woman is a Pookie and Ray Ray leftover. That's why she keeps getting fooled by Pookie and Ray Ray. She doesn't know how to tell, the difference between a man and a male, because she's looking at brands and labels and things like that. She don't know what she's doing. So, we have to be on our highest level of discernment. We have to. And these women out here that are moving like this, that are worried about your appearance, that are worried about different kind of ways to justify you not wanting them. You're not desirable. It never can just be that they're just not desirable. It's got to be, man, I was listening to this one lady that was justifying basically just guys that don't want that kind of woman. And she says she had a list of why men are emotionally unavailable. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what? And she goes through a list. I'm like, so women will sit around and try to justify why a man just does not like them. Just don't like them. And they'll try to find a way to justify it by, I don't know, this weird stuff they do online. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had a list of, this is why guys are, and I'm just like, well, could it be also the guy just don't like you? I mean, could it be that you're just not his type? Could it be that he knows better? Switching up again. Bear with me. I'll give you a panoramic. Yeah. Could it be any of these things? They act like it can't be none of those things. It's got to be, there's something wrong with him. There's not always something wrong with a guy that don't find you attractive. There's not always something wrong with a guy who just don't want to, show you any interest. If a guy's not really trying to pursue you, maybe you've, sent off some red flags. And the guy just knows better, like, okay, this is not the type to really entertain because I can see all these different red flags. But instead of that, these women will come up with these different kind of ways, and they love putting things in categories and boxes and stuff, right? Labels, this guy's emotionally unavailable. He's emotionally unavailable because he wants to be. I don't get it. What is trying to figure it out? What is there to figure out? If a guy is like letting you know that they really just aren't feeling you, and maybe they haven't run into the right woman yet that qualifies, it's nothing other than that. Now, what they'll do is they'll have this list of, you know, he has probably some unhealed mother issues. Um, he's probably broke, and he's insecure based off of that. Um, he's probably, got some trauma that he needs to heal through, and he probably has some uh, uh, um, some previously diagnosed um, mental issues, right? Just a laundry list of excuses. So here's the thing about it, right? There are people out here that we know are undiagnosed, people with medical issues, mental issues, right? But these women, salute, what's going on, Mike, salute. And I'm gonna get to all those comments. You guys don't think that I'm like putting it off. I just, had to get myself together with that podcast channel taking off too. Got two channels taking off at the same time, so I gotta kind of moderate myself. But I'm getting to those comments in a minute today. What I'm saying. Yeah, these women, man, I'm completely knocked myself off track. What I'm talking about trauma. Okay, yeah. They'll have this laundry list of things. It's like, okay, well, it's this guy's got these. What? Listen, everybody has issues. A lot of women have undiagnosed issues or issues they keep to themselves. When I listen to a woman start listing off things that she believes why my men are emotionally unavailable, whatever they want to call it, I start looking at that woman like, yeah, you're projecting. I automatically start thinking that way, you're projecting. And whatever she's listing off is a bunch of things that she goes through and other women go through. They're projecting. Because last I heard it, men were just saying, hey, listen, I don't want to deal with you right now. There ain't nothing else to figure out. What are these lists of, trying to come up with things for why a man is emotionally unavailable? None of y'all are worth dating. Problem solved. What are you talking about? What's all this extra stuff? Why are you trying to make something out of nothing? You see what I'm saying? How crazy they are? We're telling them you're not worth dating, period, point blank. Step your game up. You're just not worth dating. It's got to be, here's a list of why men are emotionally unavailable. What are you talking? What? What? We're telling you. We're telling you why we're not making ourselves available to you physically or emotionally because you're not worth it. What are you talking? Why are you making lists of all this stuff that they're projecting on us that they're all going through? You know what I'm saying? These women don't say anything. These women are talking about, you know, they might not be in the financial situation that they want to be in, and, again, a lot of them are caveat and say, well, we all go through it. It's not just men, but, you're kind of targeting the video and titling the video towards men. And I love to just watch. It's really, anytime somebody posts something, it's a view into their mental state. It's like a view into their world. So I just like watching people sometimes, and I just like to just see, like, I know, figuring out how they think and how their mind works in their little world. It just kind of like, what I'm saying? I just be like, oh, okay. And I can just really figure somebody out, like, really quick, especially as women, man. And women, I don't know, I guess regular people can't see through what they're saying, but when I hear women talk, I hear what they're saying, but I can see through it, and I know what they really mean. And so it's like wordplay. It's like a double speak whenever they be talking. And if you're a guy and you're really tapped in, you can always catch on to what they're really saying, and you can see the underlying trauma that they're dealing with as to why they're saying it. Right? You're just like, oh, okay, you're saying this because of this, and this. Because what they always try to do is figure out a way to, project their trauma onto you and make it seem like whatever they're saying is a fact. Because they'll always go and find some old article or some doctor online that's pandering to women, and it's pandering to women, and will say, yeah, well, women go through this and this. No, no, no. Listen, a man, he wants to rebuild himself or he goes through something. Nice. A bird, man. It's like a duck. A man can go through something and rebuild his entire life, right? And women who don't believe in that man will just be like, oh man, my life is going to change. I'm not going to have it the way I want to have it. What am I going to do? I got to get in touch with these exes and try to see who I can, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, a man knows that he's going to be able to do it or he wouldn't do it to begin with. He wouldn't start over. He wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? He would just go to work. You know what I'm saying is, like, these women, man, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems like they really don't want to take any kind of responsibility for anything. And that's the reason why I tell you guys to go celibate. Listen, I'm the kind of guy where I love to have the warmth of a woman laying next to me. Best believe it. That's why I got married. But there's nothing worth dating out here right now, man. It's just a bunch of women living their best life, broken, and then running around, trying to, project on the men. And most of the time, the only way they can do it is through a couple different shaming languages, and broke being one of them. And everybody knows that broke and broken are two different things. You can be broke for a moment of time while you get yourself together. What are they going to say once you get out of that broke state and you're making money? Then what's said, right? Then they might lean on other things like, oh, all these um, issues that they had previously before getting in a relationship. Or you think most of the time, us as guys, we're not even looking at these women like this. Most of the time, these women are looking at us, overly analyzing us before they even make a move towards us. And then they try to talk themselves out of making a move by saying, oh, it don't make no difference what they say. When you get with a woman and they see how you treat her, they're going to know all that BS they came up with to justify why you would never, give them a chance or, allow them to speak to you. It's going to be all for nothing. It's like, man, they're going to be watching you with the woman that you get with when you finally get with her, and the way you treat her and how happy y'all are and what y'all are doing. All this stuff that they try to bring up about why the person really don't qualify to. No, you're just trying to talk yourself out of the fact that you wish you could have a guy like me or one of the Sigmas. You're trying to talk yourself out of the fact that you can't get one of us because you cannot mentally manipulate us into taking all your previous trauma that we can obviously see through, and we don't want nothing to do with it. And now they're trying to figure out why are they not falling for the wordplay, the degrees, and the money and the house, because we don't care. That's not going to mask all the trauma from the previous relationships, the failed marriages, the babies out of wedlock. It's not going to account for that. So we don't want to deal with it no more. And all the wordplay you want to do is not working anymore. A lot of men are not weak-minded anymore to fall for shaming languages. Oh, well, man, you're just weak. You can't handle a real woman. Okay, cool. Cool story, bro. Next. Well, you're probably just a little bit too zesty. Yeah, cool story, bro. Next. What does it matter? Why aren't you concerned? It's weird. We're not out here harassing y'all. If you want to go and date out, go date out. If you want to go and date overseas, go date overseas. We have no problem with it, but y'all have a problem with everything that we do, and then we're telling you that we don't want to date y'all at all. You got a problem with that, and you're saying something about it. It doesn't matter who's the one that's continuously trying to find a way to have a problem with us and then try to flip the script and make it seem like it's a real issue. No, it's you making up a problem out of nowhere because we don't want you. And you're trying to make it seem like there's something wrong with us not wanting leftovers. We just don't want it. They love to do it because women love it's. Look, man, they've been doing it to us since we were kids. A chick like you the most is the one that picks on you the most. They just don't never grow out of that. So they always run in their mouth. This is what I do. When I see a woman that's targeting me or, my archetype, so, what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, this woman's kind of like speaking to me, or an archetype like me, or a person that's just like me in my same archetype. I take it and I analyze it. I look at it. I'm like, why does she have an opinion about this? Like, what? That's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, why does she have an opinion? Like, why does she care? If we're not what you want, then move on, keep it trucking. Why are you coming up with all this different, you know what I'm saying, crafty language to try to say that there's something wrong with us when we're telling you clearly we don't want you? I'm confused. So I see it right from the beginning. It's like, we're telling you we don't want you. What's all this crafty language about? Okay, bet. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, but I'm going to get off of here, y'all, and get on here a little bit later. I don't want to run over 20 minutes. Hit the like button, share. You know, I appreciate you, fellas. We're monetized. We're getting it going. Memberships are available. I'll start posting videos soon. Peace, love, and light. We got plenty of videos coming today, y'all. You don't want to miss out.